start the 7th chapter for class 4, that is your teeth and tongue. Okay, so let's begin. Importance of the teeth. What is the importance of the teeth? Why teeth are important? Because they give us proper shape to our face. The shape of the face is decided. One factor is that it will give you proper shape by the shape of your teeth. Next is they help us to bite and chewing the food. The food that you place in your mouth, it is being bitten and chewed by your teeth. Next is it helps us to speak clearly. Then speaking clearly is required. Teeth are playing very important role in that. There are many words which we cannot say without our teeth. So if you don't have teeth, you might have seen the old people who don't have teeth. So there is not that much clarity in the words that they speak. Okay, so as you can see here, the teeth are very important because there are certain words which we cannot say properly if we don't have the teeth. So these are very important points. Next is there are two type of teeth, student, your temporary teeth and your permanent teeth. So first of all, let us begin with the temporary teeth. So here a newborn baby do not have any teeth. So you might have observed, student, the newborn child you might have seen, then you see that it don't have any kind of teeth. So when the baby is of 6 to 7 months old, the teeth begins to appear. So when this small baby he grows up to 6 to 7 months, then its teeth start becoming appear in the mouth. Next is by the age of 3, when the child or this baby grows up to an age of 3, the child has a set of 20 teeth. So up to an age when he grows up to 3 years of age, there are 20 set of teeth. Then this set of teeth is called as milk teeth or temporary teeth. So what is temporary? Temporary means that they will not last for long. Okay, they have to be replaced. By what? By the permanent teeth. So we will study in the next slide. So you must remember that by the age of 3, there are in the child it has set of 20 teeth, and these 20 teeth are nothing. They are called as milk teeth or your temporary teeth. The next is your permanent teeth. So when the child he grows up to 6-year-olds, it start losing their milk teeth. So when they become 6-year-old, they start losing. As I told you, the milk teeth or the temporary teeth are not permanent. Okay, they are temporary. They will not last for long, and they are replaced by, because they start losing their teeth at the age of 6-year-old. So as the milk teeth fall out, new teeth grows in their places. So when their milk teeth falls out, new teeth are growing in that place. So this set of the teeth is now known as permanent teeth. So by the time when the child grows up to 12 to 13 years, remember these years, students, the child when he grows up to 12 to 13 years old, all the permanent teeth grow. So then all the permanent teeth will grow, and there are generally 28 permanent teeth. Next is your wisdom teeth. So wisdom teeth, the last 4 teeth are known as wisdom teeth. These teeth come out between the age of 20 to 30. When a child grows up to 20 to 30 years old, there are 4 other teeth which are coming in the last. Those are nothing, those are wisdom teeth. So that is the reason why the adults are having a set of 32 teeth. That means 32 how? That is, there are 2 jaws, your upper jaw and your lower jaw. Okay, this one is your upper jaw, this one is your lower jaw. So there are 16 teeth in your upper jaw and 16 in your lower jaw. So you have to remember that when we lose any teeth of this set, that is out of 32, if anybody lose the teeth, then we do not get a new one in its place. Okay, so after 32 teeth is there in an adult, there is no replacement for of the teeth, despite that if you lose any of the teeth. Next is if we discuss about the structure of the teeth. So when we open our mouth and look in the mirror, we see our teeth. You can see your teeth when you see in the mirror. So the teeth are very hard, strong and bony structures which are firmly fixed in the upper and the lower jaw. So these teeth are fixed in a soft pink part which is called as gums. Okay, the pink part is known as gums. In that these teeth are fixed, are firmly fixed. So what is the role of the gum? The gum is going to hold our teeth. So only a portion of the teeth can be seen. So you can see only certain portion of the teeth. So you can see here the structure of the tooth. So here this part which is above the gum, okay, the one which you can see is known as crown part, and the one which is embedded in the gum is called as the root part. Okay, this is not visible to us. So the portion of the teeth which is seen above the gum is known as crown. Okay, that is your crown part, and the portion of the teeth inside the gum which we cannot see is called as the root part. Okay. The next is the tooth have an outside covering which is called as enamel. So here you can see this is your crown part and that is your root part. So above this crown part you can see this is the white hard portion that is known as enamel. So this is the hardest material in the human body. The next layer inside the enamel that forms the main part of the tooth is called as dentine. So here you can see here this yellow part. This is the second part of your tooth, that is your dentine. And inside that there is pink part which is known as pulp. So pulp is a very soft part and it has blood vessels and nerves in it. So you can see here these blue ones are your nerves and red one is your blood vessels. So these supply food to the teeth by which part they are reaching to your pulp part, and in that they are going to supply the food. So these blood vessels are going to provide the food to the teeth. Next is we have to discuss about the various kind of teeth. So here as we look at our teeth in the mirror, we can see they are of different sizes and shape. So there are four kinds of teeth. So first of all, your incisor, canine, premolars and molar. So the first four teeth that you can see in the front, they are incisors. Then beside that you can see there are two canines, and then next two set is your premolar, and then the three set on your left and right of the side of your jaw are the molars. So these are complete set of your teeth. So how many kinds of teeth are there? There are four kind of teeth. Those are incisor, canine, premolar and molar. So let us begin with your incisor. So the first four front teeth in your each jaw is your incisors that you can see here, and these are having very sharp straight edges. So here as you can see the edge or the corner of these teeth are very sharp and they are very straight. And what is the role of the incisor? They are used to cut and bite the food. Next is these because they are using to cut and bite the food, they are also known as your cutting teeth. So this is your incisor. Moving on to the next part, that is your canine. So canine there are two canines in each jaw. Okay. So they are present on either side of the incisor. So for the first four teeth are your incisors. So beside that they are having two canines which are found on either side of your incisors. Then they are very sharp and pointed like a fork. Okay, they are very sharp and pointed. So what is the main role of this canine? They are helping us to help in the tearing of the food, and because of this reason they are also known as your tearing teeth. Next we have to discuss about is your premolars. So premolars, there are four premolars in each jaw and they are next to canine. So next to canine, which type of teeth is there? There are four premolars. These are broad and flat teeth. As you can see here in the diagram, they are broad as compared to canine which were pointed one, and here these are broad one. And what is the function of the premolar? They helps in cracking the food, and that is why they are also called as your cracking teeth. The last type of teeth, that is your molars. So molars these are generally 6 molars in each jaw, and they are next to the premolar. That means these are the last set of the teeth, and they are broader as compared to premolar. So they are much more broader as compared to the premolar, and they are helping in grinding the food. That is why they are also called as your grinding teeth. Next topic we have to discuss is about tooth decay. So what will happen when we eat? The small bites of the food get stuck between our teeth. That this might happen that when you eat something, certain amount of food, small bite of that food gets stuck between your teeth. Sometimes these small bites of the food are not removed when we do not brush our teeth regularly or carefully. When you don't brush your teeth, then what will happen? These small bite will remain attached to your will remain stuck in your teeth. Because of that, this stuck food get rots and our teeth get covered with a thin sticky layer of germs. So if you don't brush properly, then what will happen? This stuck food will start rotting in there, and the teeth will be covered with a thin skinny layer of a thin sticky layer of the germs. So this sticky layer of the germ is nothing, it is called as plaque. Okay. then these plaques react with the sugar present in the food to produce acid. So the plaque is going to react with the sugar that is present in the food in order to produce acid, and that acid is going to affect the tooth enamel and start destroying it. So this is nothing, this is called as your tooth decay. So as you can see here in the diagram, this is nothing, this is a tooth decay. Next is, because of that, it causes hole or a cavity in your enamel. As a result, the nerve and the blood vessels in the pulp get exposed. So, as I told you, the blood vessels and nerve are going to supply the food to the teeth, and because of the development of the tooth decay, because of that, the holes and cavity are developed in the teeth. Because of this, their pulp area, that is your soft part of the teeth, get exposed. So, what will happen if you drink any hot or cold thing? If you are having any such type of thing, it will come directly in contact with your exposed nerves, and we feel pain at toothache. That is the reason why you are having your toothache or you have pain in your teeth. This is the various stages in which the tooth decay happens. So first of all, you can see here, this is the early enamel tooth decay. Here you can see a black spot. Okay, this is the early stage in which your enamel is damaged. There is a cavity developed here. Later on, what will happen? This cavity will increase and it will reach to your dentine part. And later on, what will happen? This is advanced tooth decay. Then this cavity reaches your pulp part and it will expose your blood vessels and nerve. Okay. And lastly, you can see there is an absurd tooth. That means here you can see this cavity has reached your pulp part and there will be a swelling in your this part of your teeth. So this is the various stages in which your tooth decays. The next is, what are the various causes if the tooth decays? So what all things will happen? It causes toothache. Next is the hole or cavity in the tooth. Next is foul smell or bad smell from the mouth. Third, lastly, loss of your teeth. You can lose your teeth also. And lastly, you can suffer from stomach disorder. So these are the various causes of the tooth decay. Moving on to the next part, that is the care of the teeth. So how you can take care of your teeth? So teeth are very important part of our body. We must take care of our teeth and prevent the tooth decay. So how you can do that? So first of all, we must brush our teeth at least twice a day. So you must brush your teeth 2 times, like in the morning as well as at the night before going to the bed. So make this habit, student, in order to prevent any tooth problems or tooth decay. What you can do, you have to brush twice, early in the morning and at the night before going to the bed. Next is, we should brush our teeth by following the correct method as shown below. So this is the correct method how you have to brush your teeth. First of all, the outside of the outer side surface of your upper teeth. Okay, clean that properly. Next is your inner side of the upper teeth. Thirdly, outside surface of the lower teeth in this manner, and inside surface of the lower teeth, and finally the surface of the premolars and molars, scrub back and forth. So this is the correct manner in which you can brush your teeth. Lastly, we should eat raw vegetables and fruits. The raw vegetables and fruits are very important, like apple, carrot, radish, because they make our tooth and gums very strong. Okay, so you must include that in your diet. Next is, we should avoid sweets and chocolate. They spoil our teeth. So you must remember, you might remember that your parents are talking about that you should not eat more chocolates or more sweet, because this will ultimately spoils your teeth. So do not eat too much sweets and chocolate. Next is, you should visit a dentist every 6 months. 6th point is, the teeth that are not kept clean get covered with a yellow substance which is called as tartar. So here you can see the certain people, they are having yellowish covering on their teeth because they do not clean them properly. So you must remove it. So this substance must be removed by a dentist. That is why you should always visit your dentist within every 6 months. Next is, we must floss our teeth every day. So what is floss? A dental floss is like a piece of a string, like a thread it is, and if it has to be moved back and forth. One time it has to be moved in a forward direction, another time it has to be moved in a backward direction through the space between our teeth. So you can see here, this is flossing. This is a thread like structure. You have to stuck it between the space between your teeth, and you have to move it in a backward and forward direction. So flossing will remove the food that cannot be removed by brushing. So it can remove also that part of the food that is being stuck which cannot be removed by brushing. So you must floss your tooth every day. So those were the ways in which you can clean your teeth regularly. The last part is your tongue. So students, we have discussed this in the sense organs also chapter. So here, can you differentiate between a glass of plain water and a glass of salt water by just looking at them or by smelling them? So can you differentiate if there is a glass which is filled with plain water and another glass which has salt dissolved in it? So as you are aware, if you put spoonful of salt in water and you mix it thoroughly, shake it properly, then it also appears like a plain water. So can you differentiate it by looking or smelling it? No, it is not possible. For that, what you have to do, you have to taste the two solution to tell the difference between. So that is why the tongue is therefore an important sense organ for what? Sense organ for the taste. So you already know that the surface of the tongue has many taste buds. We have discussed that in that chapter, that we have large number of many taste buds are there. Specifically, there are 4 kinds of taste buds that include your sweet, sour, bitter and salty, and these are going to help you to taste the food. And you already know that these taste, how these taste buds are going to work. We have already discussed about the various part of the tongue which have these specific taste bud. Okay. Next is, try to hold your tongue and speak. You find it very difficult. So if you try to hold your tongue and try to speak, so you will find it difficult to say certain words. So stand in front of a mirror and speak. You can see your tongue roll when you speak. So this is when you speak any word, so your tongue start rolling. Okay. You can find out while you are standing in a mirror, in front of a mirror, and try to speak. So this rolling action of the tongue helps us to pronounce the word correctly. So this rolling is important because it will help us to pronounce the certain words in a correct manner. So the tongue therefore plays very important part in speaking. So the tongue is very important sense organ for taste, as well as it will help important part in it plays very important part in speaking also. Let's move on to the exercise part now. So first of all, first multiple choice question. The last 4 teeth that come out between the age of 20 to 30. So what are those 4 teeth called, student? Incisor, canine or wisdom teeth. So the wisdom teeth, because of that the adults are having 32 pairs of teeth. Next is the center part of each tooth is called what? Dentine, pulp or crown. So the center pink part is your pulp part. It is the softest part. Next, moving on to the fill in the blanks. The set of the teeth of 3-year child has is called, what is that called? It is called your milk teeth or your temporary teeth. Next is dash hold our teeth. So which part of the teeth is going to hold your tooth? That is your gum. Next is the dash is the sense organ of the taste. So recently we have discussed, it is your tongue which helps you taste the different things. Next is dash remove the remove the food that cannot be removed by brushing. So there are certain food material which is being stuck in your teeth that cannot be even removed by brushing. So you can remove it by flossing. The next type of question here is circle the odd one out. 4 are similar. You have to circle the odd one out. First of all, incisor, yeast, canine and molar. So here you can see canine, molar and incisor are the various kind of teeth. Yeast is the odd one out. Next is your enamel, dentine, pulp and tongue. So here you can see pulp, dentine, enamel are the part of the tooth. Tongue is different. Next is your carrot, radish and apple. These are the food, raw food, which is important for keeping your tooth healthy. Ice cream is the one which can spoil your tooth. So that is odd one out. Next type is different type of teeth are given here. You have to name them. So first one is your incisors. Next one is your canine. Third one is your premolars and last one is your molars. So these are the various kind of tooth. So last one here you have to join the dots and write the name of this in this diagram. We have discussed that. So first part is the one which is appearing. You can see it is your crown part. The one which you cannot see is your root part. The hardest part is your enamel. Beside that it is dentine. Inside that it is pulp. Then this part is your gum and then inside that there are nerves. So this is the structure of your teeth. And here you can see the second diagram is of premolar teeth. The next diagram you have to write down the different kind of teeth. So first of all, you know the first four teeth is your incisor. Inside that you can see beside this, these are two canines, then there are premolars and then there are molars. So you have to write down them in your book with the help of pencil. Moving on to the section B of the exercise, first is your molars are also called dash teeth. They are called grinding teeth, cutting teeth or tearing. So as they help them in grinding the food, so that is why they are also known as grinding teeth. Next is unclean teeth can covered with a yellow substance which is called as dash. This is your tartar, then holes or tooth decay. So the right answer is first option. Next, moving on to the very short answer. First of all, what is the other name of the milk teeth? So milk teeth, other name is your temporary teeth. That means they are not permanent. They will not last for long. At certain age, when you reach these, you will lose those milk teeth. Next is, why should we avoid chocolates and sweets? So generally elders prefer that. They always suggest don't eat so many chocolates and sweets. Why? Because this is going to cause, this will spoil our teeth if we are having excess amount of chocolates and sweets. Next is moving on to the short answer type of question. First one is, what is tartar and how can it be removed? So the teeth which are not kept clean get covered with a yellowish sticky substance that is nothing, that is your tartar, and this can be removed by the dentist. So you should visit the dentist regularly within every 6 months. Next is, what is dental floss? So if we have discussed that in the slide, so dental floss is nothing, it is a piece of string, like it appears like a thread, and that is moved in a back and forth movement through the space between our teeth to remove the food that cannot be removed by brushing. So if the food that cannot be removed by brushing, it can be easily removed by dental flossing. The last type of question is your long answer question. First of all, you have to write down the function of these various type of teeth. So incisor are your front teeth and they help in cutting and biting the food. Moving on to the next is your canine. So canine are the two teeth in each jaw. These are on either side of the incisor, and what is the function? They helps to tear the food. The next is your premolars. The four teeth in each jaw which are next to canine, they are your premolar and they are helping in cracking the food. The last one is your molars. These are the 6 teeth in each jaw which are next to premolars and they are used in grinding the food. Last question here is, what are the harmful effect of the tooth decay? So how tooth decay is going to produce their harmful effect? These are it can cause toothache, tooth pain and foul smell from the mouth, that is bad smell from the mouth. Next is, it can create holes and cavities in the tooth. Next is, it can lead to the loss of the teeth, and last one is your stomach disorder. So these are the various harmful effect of tooth decay. So by this student we are completing this chapter. So revise it completely and try to remember about the various function of different type of teeth. Okay. So by this I hope to see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.